Zombs Royale has a huge problem right now. Now, I'm not going to be biased and say whose fault it is. There's a side to every story. If you're not aware of what's happening right now, which you should, the Zombs Royale community is facing a huge content drought right now, an in-game content drought. What I mean by that is there isn't any new in-game content. The battle pass doesn't count, or any new locations won't count because we get those every month. This has been going on for a few seasons now, and the reason is because Endgame's new game, the developers of Zombs Royale, the company is called Endgame, called Arena. This game was meant to be released in the summer of 2019. However, that did not happen. The head dev Yang, in his words, he said, "Arena Grande is still coming. Sorry for the wait. Improving on a lot of things on the game before releasing it to you guys. Thanks for your patience." Okay, as soon as I was making this video, Yang just released another leak for the game, so clearly they're gonna release that soon. But anyway, they are behind on the release of Arena, and it looks like the game is coming. The reason why Zombs Royale is the way it is right now is because of the new game they're releasing, Arena. They've been working on it for a while, and they haven't got the chance to actually work on Zombs Royale properly. Now, some people's arguments might say, "Arena Hunt is dead, and they should just work and update the game." Zombs Royale. In my opinion, they need to focus on the incomplete game before they need to add more stuff and fix things to Zombs Royale. Because once they've properly finished Arena, they can start working on more stuff on Zombs. But that's just my opinion, I'm not saying it's correct. They're not just like a one game company. They do want to expand and have even more branches of games. However, I do understand that the game does get pretty repetitive and boring, considering it is a battle royale game, and games in general, they just tend to get boring at a certain time if you play them a lot. But I feel that with the devs, they need to, when they do update Zombs Royale, which is very rarely these days, I feel they should just add more than a weapon or a location, which is basically everyone's standpoint at this point. No one really wants a new location. There have been some bug fixes, but those were only really large bug fixes. For example, I will give you the bug fix for the X glitch. Now, if you don't know what the X glitch was, the X glitch basically, it was a glitch that made every weapon, the assets turned into an X, and it didn't register what weapon you had. So all the weapons would look like an X, and you wouldn't be able to tell what you were holding or what you had. So you could easily just rocket launch yourself to the face, and you wouldn't know. The devs did notice that, and within the few hours of the issue being a big thing, it was sorted out and completed. Now, I'm only just hearing about this movement not that long ago. This was started by a person in the Zombs Royale Discord server called Briksawse. I think that's how you pronounce his name. I'm sorry, bro. He has a channel as well. He said he'll make a YouTube video on something similar to this. So that'll be in the description, possibly the pinned message. Okay, his name Briksawse. I think that's how you pronounce it anyway. But anyway, the movement, the hashtag SaveZR movement, is a line of text that they post in the suggestions channel on Discord, on their Discord server. And okay, let me just read it for you. Okay. All we want is for you to update the game and give us something new. Not old locations, slightly rearranged, or new seasons with the same theme before it. of the seasons before it. New weapons, new maps, even just stable servers would be good. You're literally killing your own game for no other reason than you can. In my opinion, that's not true. They're killing it, but not intentionally. They're just in a sticky situation right now because of Arena. Thank you, everyone. Let me continue reading this. This is a quote that they put in by Yang. I've already read it. It was, thank you for everyone for all the love and support. We hope to make Zombs an even better game this year and decade. For that, and that's the end of the quote. For that to happen, you actually have to start updating the game. Stop focusing on Arena for 1 second. The hype is dead. That's where I got it from. Not saying Arena Grande isn't gonna be a good game. It's just not what people want. Correction, it's not what the person who made this wants. They're speaking for the whole community, even though they didn't really ask, the community didn't really say that. And let me continue. And if you want your game to be an even better game, in quotation marks, then you need to start listening to the community. Okay, that doesn't make sense. Many, maybe hundreds of people have already said what I've said. So instead of just saying you're going to listen to the community, how about actually doing this? We're not game creators, you are. We aren't supposed to tell you exactly what to do. You're supposed to listen to our basic idea of what we want and change it so it works. Here's a quote from SD. This is still part of the thing. It's just, they've taken a quote from SD. And if you don't know who SD is, he's one of the owners of ZCL, which is a huge server for Zombs esports. And the quote says, I do not know what will actually make them start working on the game. Community wants the bare minimum for the game to be playable and enjoyable. Here, he just listed some stuff. Stable servers, of course. New maps, more balance, in-game chat versus, I don't know what that means, in-game events and in-game clan hubs. Now, I do agree that most of the things are possible and they make sense, but the fact that they're rushing them to complete all of this doesn't make sense. They are working. They're not a big, huge company like, I don't know, Epic Games or something. I don't know other the game developers, but they're not that big of a game company to be able to work on games really fast. They don't have as much staff as they need to work on 2 games simultaneously. If they did, they would have already done it, and we wouldn't have this situation where people are bored and complaining, and this whole movement exists. But yeah, it's very strange. In-game clan hubs and stuff like that, that's gonna take some time. More playable servers, that comes with money, because everything to do with servers, everything anyone has ever listed, to be honest, playbox or sandbox mode, which is basically just 1v1s with your friends, and that wouldn't work because they don't have enough money to have enough servers for over 75 million players just going at it 1v1ing their friends and stuff. Yeah, it would cost a lot, but if we work together, I think we could fund enough. Just maybe they could start a GoFundMe. That would be funny. But yeah, I'm gonna stop there for now. If you guys want a part 2, then get this video to 5 likes, and then I'll do a part 2, because there's some stuff I did miss out. Because if this video went on any longer, then it would take forever to upload. Well, to edit, sorry. So it would take way too long. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.
Yeah, hold up, what the fuck? Hey, bass in the trunk. Yeah, shorty wanna fuck, but I'm busy getting bucks. If you know my fucking name, you know my music bumps. If you hate my fucking shit, you a motherfucking chump. Hey, ooh, yeah.